Heather Smith is the executive director of Rock the Vote, a national organization that is crisscrossing the country to get young voters registered. And maybe that was a ghost of Lincoln that was interfering with that Justin Timberlake tape. But in any case, Heather, go ahead and talk about the well, first of all, talk a little bit about the campaign, and then we'll run this ad.
Absolutely. So Rock the Vote, our mission is to register, engage, and turn out young voters in record numbers in this election and in every election. And this year's been unprecedented for us. We've had nearly 2.5 million young people register to vote through rockthevote.com. And now we're hitting the streets to not only engage and educate those young people, but make sure they show up on Election Day.
All right, let's run this new ad. It features Adrian Grenier from the HBO show Entourage. Watch.
You didn't ask for this. We inherited this mess. So what are you going to do about it? I'm going to vote.
All right, explain that ad for me.
Absolutely. So Rock the Vote has always used new technology as well as popular culture to reach and inspire and educate young people. In this particular ad, Adrian is having a conversation about, the next 4 to 8 years, about all the important things that are happening, as well as the devastating planet and economy and healthcare system that we as young people are inheriting. And he says what we all believe as young people to be true. We as a generation can change this. We can do something about it, but we need to vote. And I think that's exactly what you'll see us repeat over the next 3 weeks, but also what you'll see happen on November 4th.
Well, and speaking of registering voters, we're told that Virginia now has over 5 million registered voters, a new record as the deadline for registration for the fall election closed on October the 6th. The Virginia total is now 5,021,933 registered voters. Tell me a little bit about, for example, what was happening in Charlottesville and Richmond and places where the universities are.
Yeah, in universities, the number of students, they move every year, they're very mobile, they're coming to a new community, and they're getting registered in record numbers. And we're finding that when we make the process really simple, when we, put it on a website that they can find, when we send them information over their mobile phones, and we ask them to fill it out, the numbers are through the roof. So Rock the Vote has already doubled what we did 4 years ago, and we're seeing those numbers in every state around the country. There are some barriers, in particular, you mentioned Virginia, and some campuses where students are being told they can't vote, or they'll lose their tax status, or they'll lose their health care or student aid. That is all wrong. It is untrue. If you are registered, you can vote. You can choose where you register. If you're a student, you can register where you go to school. So we're making sure not only to get these young people registered, but make sure they know their rights and that they fight for those rights and show up to vote on Election Day.
Heather Smith, executive director of Rock the Vote. Heather, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.